Hello, my friend, and welcome back. Today, I would like to talk about being tired and needing rest. I think it's so important in this journey to understand that we are having a human experience, and part of being human is needing rest. We are in human bodies that need rest. And I think that a lot of times we want to override that we just want to keep going and keep pushing through. Well, I'm here to tell you that that isn't always for your highest good. I mean, sometimes, yes, you might need to get something done. However, when you're doing that, you want to ask yourself, am I coming from an inspired place, or am I coming from a place of force, a place of resistance, a place of obligation? And that is really what you want to ask to decide where this push is coming from, and if this push is something that you might really need to do. You have to decipher, do I really need to do this, or am I just forcing myself to do it out of obligation because I think it's what I should be doing, or I think that that is what I need to be doing to get to where I want to be? I think that like the whole hustle and grind culture has definitely taken over, and that's not exactly a bad thing. It's definitely not bad to work towards something that you want, but you have to understand that you have needs, and sometimes your needs can come from a place that you don't understand. Like, okay, if you feel tired, then you're like, you know, I I ask myself this question all the time, and I hear people asking themselves this all the time, like, why am I so tired? And sometimes there is a cause, like say you didn't sleep good the night before, or, you haven't been eating well, or you've been stressed, or whatever it is. But sometimes it is out of nowhere. And it's not exactly out of nowhere, it's just coming from a place that you don't know or you don't understand, because we are energetic bodies. Sometimes our bodies go through energetic changes that we aren't exactly aware of consciously. But that can make our physical body tired. So it is really important to maintain that self-care of rest. We have to understand that we are in human bodies, and our human bodies need sleep. It needs rest time. It needs relax time, chill time. It isn't just like go, 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 and then I'll sleep when I can, and then I'm just going to expect my body to keep up and to perform at the level that I want it to perform. If you want your body to perform at a high level, you have to treat it well. And part of treating it well is sleep and rest and relaxation, because you need to, I'm not saying that you have to just like chill all day, but sometimes you might need to chill all day. You have to really be able to go into your heart and get down into your gut, and to really listen to what your body is telling you, because your body is always speaking to you. So when your body says, I'm tired, I need some rest, you need to give your body that rest, because while you are resting, you may think, well, like, I'm doing nothing right now. That's not exactly true. There are a ton of different processes that are going on in your physical body. There are a ton of different processes going on in your mental body. And there are a ton of different processes going on in your spiritual body when you rest. So you may think that it's doing nothing, but that's not true. Actually, a lot is going on while you rest. A lot is going on while you rest that cannot happen while you are awake and moving around. Those processes need your body to be in a restful state in order to take place. So that is why you may think like, sleeping or resting is a waste of time, but it's really not. Because if you were able to, some people are like, You can't sleep 8 hours if you want to be successful. It's like, okay, well, say this person's telling you to push and only sleep 5-6 hours a night. So you're losing 2 to 3 hours of rest a night. That 2 to 3 hours of work time, of grind time that you're now getting in as opposed to sleeping is then going to affect the rest of your day. It is then going to affect how you perform in every single other area. So would you rather get the appropriate amount of rest that your body needs and be able to perform at a very efficient level that allows you to get everything done that you want and need to do? Or would you rather be sleep deprived and have everything feel like a push? And you know that when you're dragging and you're pushing and you're pushing, it is very rare that that is when you get your best work done. If you think about when you are the most efficient and you get the best work done in the least amount of time, it is not during those times that you're pushing your body past where it wants to be. It's not. Maybe for the rare case it is, for the rare instance in your life or the rare person that works better like that. And I'm not talking about under pressure. Under pressure is something different. I'm talking about pushing yourself past where your body wants to be. You know, cutting back on your sleep, cutting back on your relaxation time. And like, no, we don't all need like 5 hours of TV to chill every single day. However, you might need a few hours of complete zoning out, chill time once a week or twice a week. You know, I'm not saying that it has to be every day, but I'm saying that you have to listen to your body when it's telling you something, because your body knows things that you don't know. So, you know, part of our human experience is to learn to listen to our bodies, because our bodies are constantly sending us messages. So when you allow yourself to rest and you allow yourself to get the adequate self-care, whether that be like alone time or relaxation time, I am a big advocate of sleep, if you can't tell. Getting enough sleep every single night and setting yourself up for success in that way, I think you'll find yields more results than you just plowing through and pushing through and just really wanting to get things done. And like I said, there are instances where we kind of do need to push in that way because things do need to get done. But you really want to check in and say, am I coming from an inspired place? Am I coming from my heart? Is this something that really needs to be done? Am I at the level that I need to be to perform this task right now? You always have to ask yourself that. And if the answer is no, then you need to take a rest. You know, if you have something that needs to be done in the morning and you're just so spent that night and you just really don't have the focus, you know, maybe it's better that you rest then and get up an hour earlier. You really have to try and work things in and work our rest in. And I think that, you know, society really does us a disservice in this aspect. You know, there's that saying, you can sleep when you're dead. Like, no, you're not sleeping when you're dead. You're dead. You know, you sleep when you're alive. That's what sleep is. It happens when you're alive. And there's a reason why we need sleep. And so you can chunk sleep down. Some people get like better rest when they sleep in smaller increments. If your life allows you to do that, and that is how you feel that you function the best, do that. You know, get 2-3 hours, then get another 2-3 hours, and get an hour nap. However it is, I know that like everyone's body is different and everyone calls for different things, but to think that you can train your body to function on less than 7 hours sleep, because we need 7 to 9 hours of sleep as adults, it's what we need. If you think that you can train your body to sleep less than that consistently, you're fooling yourself. because you're not going to be at your peak performance. You're not going to be at that highest level. And that is something you really have to understand. Like, yes, maybe you can function, but functioning and thriving, functioning and performing at a high level are two totally different things. So if you are happy with just functioning, just getting by, then fine, cut your sleep if that's worth it to you. But if you want to be performing at a high level, if you want to be performing at your best self, the most efficient self, then you need to get rest. You have to prioritize your rest and your sleep. And it has to be, I think that we can have a lot of excuses come in this realm. Well, I can't get to sleep at night, or I don't sleep that well at night, or I just have so much to do. When you really then, because you have to, in order to make something a priority, you have to reevaluate your life and take a really good look at your life and what is serving you and what is not. We talked about distractions the other day. One of the things we mentioned in that video was to weigh something. What am I getting out of this versus what am I giving it? So when you are looking at trying to create space and time to allow yourself to get a good night's rest and what that means for you and what that might entail, it might entail a warm bath at night. It might entail a cup of tea. It might entail getting in bed and reading and relaxing for a full hour before you want to be asleep. It's very rare that people can lay down on the pillow and be instantly out. And therefore, that is where a lot of frustration comes in. When the reality is you might just need to give your body a half an hour to an hour of being in bed for the signals to come in, like, okay, we're in bed, we can rest, let's go to sleep now. It takes wind down time sometimes, and you just have to get to know your body, and you have to get to know what is going to help you get to that place of getting a good night's rest. And you have to be able to manipulate the other areas in your life in order to prioritize that. We are going through huge energetic shifts right now. So sometimes it may not make sense that we need to get rest or get more rest, or why am I tired? But sometimes we need to not question it, and we just need to be able to get that rest. That load of laundry will be there tomorrow. Those dishes will be there tomorrow. And nothing's gonna happen if you leave those dishes overnight for the next day. Nothing's gonna happen. If you are like really social and you're really getting into social engagements, I know that we're all kind of getting up and back to life right now. And, you might need to say no sometimes in order to give yourself a night to relax and to chill and to get to bed in a decent hour and to not have drinks that night because, contrary to popular belief, alcohol does not make you sleep better. It might help you get to sleep at first, but it disrupts your sleep, so you will not sleep soundly. So it's not worth the couple drinks to help you get to sleep. It's one thing if, maybe it does help you relax, but you really want to keep it in moderation because alcohol is a biggie for disrupting your sleep. And that is what a lot of people don't realize because they think like, oh, I'll have a couple drinks and I'll wind down and I'll go to bed. It'll help me get to sleep, but it doesn't. It's definitely a misconception. So, yeah, I encourage you to listen to your body and to find out what you can do. You really want to set yourself up for a successful rest. How can you get yourself to get the appropriate amount of sleep, and how can you get your body and your mind there at night? Maybe it's a nighttime meditation, like I said. Maybe it's tea. Maybe it's a bath. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's listening to a podcast or something like that. There are lots of different ways. Maybe it's a white noise machine at night. Maybe it's a cool fan blowing on you at night. There are a lot of different things that you can do to help yourself aid in getting a good night's rest, and to getting the appropriate amount of rest that your body is calling out for, when your body is calling out for it. And I understand that life doesn't always, like, you can't exactly be at work in the middle of the day and be like, I'm tired, let's take a nap. But excuse me, you can make it a priority to get a good night's rest that night. You can possibly cancel the plans you have after work to give yourself a night to just chill and be. There's always a way that you can work around it, and there's always a way that you can prioritize it. So that is our message for today, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get some rest, and I hope to see you soon.